It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill? Maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Let's be perfect.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Christian Wilkins. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away. And incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just got safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On the give, it's Warren. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with them.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Van Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tucker now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
This is White on the screen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On play action, they'll throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 23. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they could do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. to chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running out of the gun with White. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On the draw, here's White. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession, so as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, it's Mayer. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run. following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it, than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Second down and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here's Zamir White returning to the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one too low. Now, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, here's White. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. They'll set up to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's a diving catch right side. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Ball at the 23, second and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And now out come the Steelers. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Harris running straight ahead. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Wilson. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. To throw is Wilson. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Warren will try the right side. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers have regained the lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 17-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here's Zamir White returning to the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. The drive starts with a run by White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know all players are taught from drive to drive, from series to series, let that go, right? Only focus on the now. But when that ball was tipped in the air, there's no way they weren't thinking about the interception that was thrown on the previous drive. Could this turn into a second one? And if it did, that could really change the way this game was going.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
This is caught by Tucker. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And there he goes, left side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He sets to fire deep. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go with White on the counter. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's caught by Tucker. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Going with White here, toss left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's a toss right side with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against a defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Again, this is White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A handoff for Warren. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Here's Zamir White returning to the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass at 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now it's Wilson. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point now by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He finds Mayer here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll set up a throw. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. grind to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's third and short. Now Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Slant to Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he goes right back to Adams. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Going right side is White. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pickens on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. He'll drop to throw. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's White. Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third and 8. Back to throw here. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Opting to run again here with White. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here now a 3rd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now London down by 4. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man incomplete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw again. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.